Ever wondered what happens when wine gets old? Just because it's aged doesn't mean it's going to be any better. In fact, it may well have already gone past its drinking window. The majority of wines that we buy in stores, in supermarkets, in shops are made to be drunk relatively quickly, within 12 months of being purchased. Some are there to be aged, but that being said, not all wines get better with age. In fact, very few do, and actually the majority of wines are ready to be drunk now, so go and enjoy them. What happens though if you've opened that bottle of wine? How long can you leave it? Typically, a white wine that you've opened, depending on how much you've had out of the bottle. So the more you've drunk out of the bottle, the more there's oxygen that can get into the bottle, and therefore the greater surface area that it can touch. So it's going to age more quickly. If you left a glass of wine, a white wine, outside the fridge overnight, it would start to age, obviously oxidize, and gain more color. It become from transparent potentially all the way up to golden if you carried on leaving it. White wines can last around about 2 to 3 days in the fridge once opened. That's a generalization, and most people will say that it's starting to degrade as it's left there, and it does. Similarly with red wine, I would still pop the cork back in the top. Again, keep it in a good area away from light, away from risk of further deterioration, provided you haven't drunk the majority of the wine and left a small piece. Again, 2 to 3 days, absolutely fine. You could stretch it a little bit longer. It's just going to dub down that flavor. If you want to know more, just give me a shout from the Northern Wine Guy.